Oh, yo, as they say in the Digimon movie, we're in. Okay, well, I guess some people are coming out. I was trying to look for it on my, there we are. On the videos, okay. Alright, videos, okay. Alright. Turn that down. And I am in now, so. Alright. Alright, everyone, let's get. Alright, let's see. What's that here? What's up, Claire? Yeah. Oh, no, you're not. You are not late. Well, I guess if it was by SpongeBob logic, we would be late because it's 8:01 p.m. We're always fashionably late. Yeah. Oh boy. That would. And also, if you were my wife and kids, that show. Oh, yeah. But he's late. All right. Hey, what's going on, Zach? And no problem, man.
Hey, Zach.
Yep, I saw your little video there. Yep.
Do you have kids? Well, I know we don't have no kids right now, but we're working on it in the future, but not too far in the future.
About like a couple years after our 10th anniversary, which would be 2022. Yeah, not next year, but the year after next. Yeah. Yep, that way we'd be well prepared. Yep, you definitely want to prepare when you go into that kind of thing there. Video was, the video you did.
My parents had them 2 years after the
Yeah, you know, a lot of people will kind of go into that immediately there. So, like this, hey, if they read it in, then go for it. Like it's a little different for everybody, but yeah, like I say, if you got the resources, man, more power to you. Yep. So I mentioned when I posted that that you had to find out what I was about to read, and I titled this a heroic reading, story time reading. I think this way. I have to check it again, but anyway. Heroic story time. So this is what we're taking a look at. A heroic dream begins. Now I know I know this image looks kind of familiar. It's the same Star Striker, the same one that's what's the name? Bobsheaux. I'm saying what's the name? That Bobsheaux reviewed there. But this was written before the comic though. Oh, okay. Okay. Will definitely be I will definitely be ready once you once you get that down, I will. Yep, then I'll be able to do what we do. Do what we do with that. So yep. So this is that's before I wrote the comics that Bob Shaw reviewed, it was a novel series that was sort of, I guess you could say, like my way of trying to build up an Avenger Justice League kind of thing there. But yeah, and it was pretty good, and it was a pretty good little series for a while. But then it started encountering some major plot holes there, which caused me to start the rewrite in 2017 with the comic series there. And as you saw in the review that Bobsheaux did of Star Striker, it started to kind of have some too, but it wasn't quite as bad as this one. And by the time I got to the 6th issue of Star Striker, and I started on Brown Chronicles, I sort of, I looked at the review and it was brought to my attention, and of the different little things I had, of little critiques and stuff like that, and I was able to like, okay, well, let me kind of do something a little different here. Okay, so what I think of your video? It's a pretty good little vlog there. Sharing your opinions about the movies you saw there. It's a pretty good little vlog there. Kind of reminded me of Spoonie from Channel Awesome. He he did a lot of vlogs. He used to be really long there. Well, he had some long vlogs. Here to be on. To actually do the fire for live action, from my assumption, unless there's some other way that I don't know about, but I would assume that probably a little CG I would be needed for that effect at least. I mean, you could still. I know you was telling me about with the puppets and stuff like that, to make it look as realistic as possible, and that's cool. And that's cool because it can work. Honestly, I'm not sure how you would be able to do that without the fire part without CGI, because you don't want to light a match and actually have the girl's hair on fire.
Ow.
Yeah. Otherwise she would be experiencing. Otherwise, it would be a reenactment of what happened to Michael Jackson in the Pepsi commercial.
But worse.
Yeah. My hair.
You might not have no hair.
Well, it'd be worse than not having any hair.
Oh, burn.
Yep. What's going on, TNG Animation? Glad you could join us there.
Good evening.
About to yep. Yeah, we're about to sink into A Heroic Dream Begin, the start of the series of a novel series that came before my Star Striker comics. Yeah, get my birthday real quick. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my then digitally. Okay. Well, that kind of would kind of, I guess, would count as somewhat CGI form, the digitally, because I mean that's CGI is computer generated image. But oh, let's see. Oh, really? How about from the Scooby Doo video? Well, what was it that you didn't like about Mal? Was it what Claire was kind of going for was, in the movies, the Disney version, they had her like misunderstood. Well, she's the daughter of Maleficent, but I misunderstood. But yeah, I misunderstood. But see, Taylor, what Claire was going for was she was trying to make her real dark, kind of. Of course, in the reaction, it came off more as comedical, but in she's actually writing a darker version of Descendants, which kind of makes sense because I mean, you think about the daughter of Maleficent. Think about Maleficent from the original Sleeping Beauty movie. How she was just like, "Oh, you ain't invite me to your party." So you think the daughter of somebody like that? They're not gonna be wasting time with a musical number riding to the core. They're gonna be straight up um give raising some hellfire there. Yeah, like I said, but that's it. But that's pretty much what Claire's going for with that there. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of maybe that might kind of clear up the atmosphere a little bit of why she was the way she was in Brownie's video there. All right. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else as far as the little rambling section. What's that? What's that? Original. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's. I mean, it's. I mean, evil to good is not a. Not saying that that's not a bad concept. I mean, it's a lot of characters that do evil to good. It's just the way Disney had it written there. Disney had it written. Yeah, but definitely. But if you hear the interview video that I had with Claire, uh, that it might kind of help a little bit of understanding the of Claire's vision there. Yeah, just yeah, yeah, yeah. She explained. Yeah, Claire kind of has a good explanation of it in the discussion about what she calls Descendants Untold, which really, how she sees Mal there. Yeah. As Bradford say in DuckTales, well, it will depend on your point of view. All right, so let's go into here and hope go into here. Cool Cat forming the Cool Cat Army. Oh yes, because I mentioned that in the reaction to Zombie Island. Well, actually, Brownie mentioned it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So we start with the first chapter, Project Starman and the mission. And before I start reading, show you these little pictures real quick. Basically, look good, don't it? As my big papa would say, look good, don't it? And this was a Star Striker costume I actually made back in 2009. And if you look real carefully, you'll notice I had dreadlocks back then. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was before I had them cut off. Yeah, I had my dreadlocks with the costume there. Yep. And then there's Agent Lee and his assistant Professor Kurt talking about this battle suit, which will become the costume that you see there, but an animated version of it. All right. Okay, so the Cool Cat forming his Cool Cat army. I'm suddenly imagining Cool Cat turning into Hitler right now. Is that Dr. Doofus word? Oh no. Well, okay, yeah, 'cause I see I see you got the lab coat, but nah, not quite. Not, not quite there. Oh boy. Yeah, because he'll be, next thing you know, he'll have Cool Cat try to invade Phineas and Ferb. I like to welcome you all to the PTD agency known as the Back-to-Back Agency, which we successfully relocated in retreat point Louisiana to the United New Nations. As your leader, I trust that the underground location covered by the abandoned recycling center will serve us as well as prepare us for our new project. And that joke about how Hitler took. You squeeze it and also squeeze it. Hey, the cool cat. and for a little something special, hey, the oh boy. That's the cool cat forming an army that just came to my mind just now. Okay, so since I'm reading superheroes theme here, let's start with some superhero voices. Starting with Darkwing Duck. Oh, Leonardo led the agents over to the lab, where he revealed what looked like a superhero costume, consisting of a white and light gray shirt, black gloves, and silver mask and a black star on the shirt, black pants with gray stripes, silver boot with an attachment that looked like a backpack. This superhero costume was what was known as Project Starman! Dun dun dun! And he started to explain it there. Oh boy. It looked cool. Well, Zach made me think of that there. It's Zach's fault. Like when the kids run up to their parent and be like, he started it. and also like when Darkwing met Negaduck when it was like, oh no, this is the one that's causing the terror and trouble all over the land. Oh no, you don't. I know what they're talking about. Oh, will you cut that out? Oh boy. Can't wait to see how Negaduck does in the new series there. That's gonna be interesting. Okay. So any superheroes you got in mind there?
How about Superman?
Yeah. Oh, the animated series one?
Yeah.
And just perfect for explaining something. His voice fits in perfectly with this dialogue here. He started to explain, this is Project Starman. While it may look like some basic Halloween costume, it's actually a highly well-armored battlesuit with multiple attack features and super abilities inside an attachment known as the Star Pack. Professor Kurt Waynes, our creator of Project Starman, will now come up and brief us on all the details. Professor Kurt came up next to explain Project Starman, and he began. Fellow agents, the Star Pack contains many weapons such as star spinners. Once set by the user, they should be thrown instantly at the target and will explode on contact. Another weapon is the star rings that will imprison the enemy on contact. There are gadgets such as your smokescreen bombs, rope launcher, laser blaster, jetpack, and a special camera linked in the mask of the suits. The purpose of the camera is to inform the pack on which weapon and gadget to use simply by scanning your surroundings in a crisis. Also, like the suit, the pack and the mask are extremely resistant to most destructive forces that you may encounter on your assignments.
Yeah, Brownie sending Olaf to dishonor.
Oh, come on. Brownie liked Frozen.
I would understand sending the villain to dishonor camp.
Okay. Okay, so we have the ugly. So apparently, let's see, on this side, okay. Wait, who am I thinking again? You said Olaf from Frozen. Okay. What's next? They're gonna make me seem scrappy. And I know Mal would probably make me do that. Okay. Thank you, Professor, said Leonardo. Our reason for Project Starman is to encounter the greatest enemy, our former agent Anthony Westwood. Westwood constantly tried experiments to combine animal parts into our DNA, thinking it would be more beneficial to us. However, the constant failures only drain our finances, but at times it put our agents in unnecessary life-challenging risk. Eventually, we came to the decision and fired them, immediately relocating for safety. However, during the week of the move, numerous reports came out saying how his experiments had escaped here. So with the decision to relocate, hopefully we can protect the citizens with our new project, the Starman Project, once this completed. And dishonor on Olaf for not knowing that snowman melts in the fire. Seriously, how would you not know that? I'm sorry, I was just doing it because they requested that here in the live stream. It's part of the job, but we still cool. Okay, we cool. Okay. Well, hope the reactor frozen too soon.
Claire said you sound like Rita from the Power Rangers.
Magic wand, make my own grow. And to be honest, Malefa Squeaky made me think of Rita Repulsa. Yeah. I'm back! Oh, great. My brother said, now that would be funny. She turns into a dragon in the Descendants movie, and all of a sudden the Power Rangers show up. Like, all of a sudden, like Mal and the others, they about to get ready to fight Malefa Squeaky, and then suddenly you see the Mighty Power Rangers come. Don't worry, kids, we got this. It's morphin' time. Oh man, it's for the sure. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess if I ever when I get around to looking at Coco, I would definitely. I guess I'll be seeing that. Not the writers of this. Well, you never know. You never know what be on these writers' mind, especially nowadays. They have all kind of things going through their minds. That's like the equivalent of trying to figure out what's in Michael Bay's mind, White and Bay Formers. Spill.com showed that image. Yeah. It's as Ant-Man said in his He Cafe, I have seen things. You don't want to know what I've seen. Oh my God. Okay, come back over here, Brad. Now you gotta be Rita Repulsa. Oh, good dear Lord. Anybody get me? Just don't make me put on that outfit though.
Oh, the Rita outfit.
Yeah, I am not wearing that. Okay. Calling all agents. Send a voice calling from the command room. Calling all. Please report to the command room immediately. Leonardo, Professor Kurt, and the other agents went to the control room where a voice was revealed to come from the central computer. There's a disturbance in the downtown area, it said. Agents, let's move, said Leonardo. Agents arrived downtown, seeing an army of mixed human animals terrorizing the citizens. While the agents battled them, it was unknown they were being watched by a mysterious old man. Later, they would find out that there was more to this old man than meets the eye. And now doing that twice, I have got such a headache. This is all your fault, man. Shut up! It's your fault, and it's your fault. Don't you worry, Rita. I will get the Power Rangers for you. Oh, shut up! How can anyone conquer a world with these damn wins? Also, spoiler alert: the old man that was mentioned in his book, he never shows up. Major plot hole. Ooh.
The old man?
Yeah, the old
What old man?
last paragraph it mentioned that there was an old man watching all this, watching this battle downtown, and I never went back and recapped on that. So that's a major plot hole.
I haven't noticed that until you mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, these were the early days of my writings.
Yes.
Let my cool cat grow. Oh boy, no. Make cool cat grow. Hey Rangers, this is exquisite. Oh man, he's gonna wreck the town. We need dinosaur power now.
Now making Audrey to be Rita Repulsa.
Oh, we're gonna have a Rita Repulsa-thon tonight there. Mm-hmm. Yep. I will say, ironically, since we're talking about Rita Repulsa, I don't know how many of y'all have seen the Power Ranger movie that came out a few years ago. It was supposed to be more realistic and everything, but the Rita Repulsa in that one, the one where they kept mentioning Dunkin' Krispy Kreme donuts, that Rita kind of, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of resembles similar, not completely, but similar to Maleficent cross between one you've seen in the live action Maleficent movie and the original, from the original Sleeping Beauty.
Audrey has pink Power Ranger and she failing and got captured or falling and captured.
Okay, so first her is Rita, and then she's a Pink Ranger. Oh boy! And an hour and a half of a Krispy Kreme commercial.
As one long commercial.
Power Rangers is brought to you by Krispy Kreme. Chapter 2, playing superhero. All right, so Mal making Audrey be Rita. That night, after the battle at the Shreve National Bank every summer, a robbery occurred. The robbers escaped in their getaway car before the police arrived, and they were laughing and ranting about their big skull when it came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, a bunch of Lego blocks built in the stars were thrown at the car, putting a huge crack in the front window, and the cracks eventually got big enough to keep the robbers from seeing where they were going, so they stopped the car and got out. Oh, Mal, I can't do that. That strains on my voice ever so much, and it doesn't make me feel right. Ever not so much. Fine, Audrey, then go be the Pink Ranger then. Okay. I much like the Pink Ranger. She's a good character, especially the first one, ever so much. No, I want you to be the Pink Ranger getting captured. Okay. Now, I'll bring you in. It's time to conquer the earth! Oh, but that's mean. Of course it's mean. I'm the bad girl. So I'm going to do mean things. Duh. Almost like what Mr. Mosby said in Zack and Cody when he was a villain said. I've also tied up your mother. You tied up our mom? How could you? Hello, villain. Oh boy. So anyway. All right. Who is the wise guy around here? Exclaimed the first robber. The kid then a kid on a homemade bike and a kid on a bicycle and a homemade superhero costume similar to that of Project Starman rode up and stopped. The costume was white t-shirt with a red and orange star painted on it, light blue mask, dark blue sweatpants, and white tennis shoes, and a blue bath towel as his cape. And also the kid had a blue and yellow backpack, which I don't see here in the picture. Wise guy, huh? Said the kid. Well, this wise guy's gonna kick your butt. Oh no, I've been captured! No. and really, in this picture, the book clearly states that there was supposed to be a backpack on him, but it doesn't seem to be one. I think the animators forgot to put it on there ever so much. Yeah, I really forgot to draw that in there.
Backpack.
Yeah.
At least you guys can.
Pretty much. Well, you can say that the cape covered it, but but the only problem is you would still see the straps. So
yeah.
Mm.
Or it could be an invisible backpack.
Well, it does work for the agency. The Frozen being brought up at the. Oh, you just watched Frozen 2. Okay. Yep, Frozen 2. We found out like the origin of Elsa, I guess the origin of her powers and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember I did looked at it myself too. Yep. Yep. So oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Excuse me? Okay. Okay, since we did Darkwing and Superman, while we're waiting on the voice suggestion, I will do Batman. It sounds like your butts need to get kicked. Sounds like your butts need to be spanked once your mommy finds out you're out here by yourself at night, kid, said the second robber. At least I'm not robbing banks like you guys, said the kid. Ice this little brat, said a third robber. Then all the robbers took out their weapons, and just as they were about to use them, the kid threw some firecrackers out of his pocket and quickly ran away from the direction of the explosion. The powerful force from the explosion sent the robbers crashing into their car, and for the first time, evil has been defeated, said the kid, making a superhero-like pose. For I am Star Striker, and I strike like a star. Just then, a shirtless, muscular man wearing torn jeans, having 6 arms, with crab pincers on each arm, and a large shell on his back, showed up and growled. Star turned around in shock. Whoa! Talk about your mad doctor experiments. And the man charged to attack. Star quickly dodged and took out his toy sword and struck the man across the face, and they went into battle. Sword and pincers clashing. And apparently this is the Crab Man. Probably recognize him from the Star Striker comic. And of course, Star Striker there with a toy sword there. Interesting choice of a weapon, kid.
Miss Nebbit as Bill Savage.
Oh, that when Buzz got hit on the head there. Well, fell down the steps, was like, I am Mrs. Nesbit. That might have been Buzz. Oh, well, I'm very sorry. I just gotta mess myself a little bit. Stressed out. Oh, yeah. So Mrs. Nesbit, Derek Savage. So I guess Derek Savage would be in Buzz Lightyear's position and thinking he's Nesbit.
And all he has Pink Ranger getting saved by Carlos, who's the Red Ranger, and CJ the Blue.
Ah, female Blue Ranger. Yeah, they didn't give us a female Blue Ranger until Ninja Storm.
Wow.
And then they did one in Mystic Force. Yep. Apparently, after those seasons, that was the only season that there was ever a female in color beside yellow or pink, which would be blue. But Yeah, they never would give us a female Red Ranger except temporarily in Samurai.
Which is a fine shame.
Yeah, why couldn't she be the main one?
Well, then I said we have a female Red Ranger in this team.
Yeah, really. But the Sentai footage won't let it. Well, the Sentai footage didn't give you a female Yellow Ranger for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and you still cast a female for Yellow. So, what's your excuse? Get some digital work and make it happen. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, Derek Savage. Oh. Eventually, the man knocked Star into a street light pole. And just as he was about to charge Star again, he was blinded by the lights by the police car pulling up. And Star, who had passed out at the moment, came through with the police trying to restrain the man. Looks like it's time to wrap this up, said Star, while getting up and taking a rope out of his backpack, which was actually a bunch of jump ropes tied into one rope, and she lassoed. And Star lassoed the man with the rope, but he started tugging to get it loose, causing Star to fall unconscious. The struggle trying to swing him until a tranquilizer dart struck the man, causing him to fall unconscious. And the police look at the man in a confused way, and Star laughed nervously. No, need to take me for the officers. I'm just doing my job. I got the whole thing under control. Actually, we got the whole thing under control, said a voice. Everyone looked and saw that it came from Leonardo, arriving with the mayday. The BGB agent officers lead the mutated man in the camp with us. Understood, sir. And the commanding officer said, let's get those crooks in that car over there. Come on, time. Don't you got it? I am Mrs. Nailsbeard. Snap out of it, Daddy Derek. Oh, I'm so sorry, cool. Oh, sorry, son. Cool. Kid, I just kind of lost myself and everything. Things are going so crazy. All these reviewers have been really getting to me with these negative talk and stuff. And oh, oh, how dare they say your cool cat movies so like. Dang you, Bobsheaux, and dang you, I hate everything in your movie songs, even though I thought he was cool at first, but now he's turned against me. Dang you all! Oh, PewDiePie. Oh, your review's funny. Hey, can you endorse my next project? Oh. I wish I was making that part up, but yeah, now, yeah, went to PewDiePie. Okay, so starting off chapter 3 with Audrey as the Pink Ranger again, and we're gonna have Carlos come in as the Red Ranger and CJ as the Blue Ranger. Okay, no Audrey, Carlos. I think she mentioned oh yeah, CJ pretty much take him out. Yeah. Excuse me. So Audrey. Oh, so sorry. That's not me. So Star sat on his bed that night in his PJs, awaiting Leonardo's return ever so much. And this 8-year-old kid superhero was known as Samuel Lee Princeton, which was his real name, the son of Leonardo Princeton. Eventually, Leonardo arrived and entered the door looking at Samuel, very angry, so very angry. He was not very happy at all. Yeah. But Samuel laughed nervously and said, hey, That was some serious action there, right there. Son, do you realize the danger that you put yourself in tonight? Said Leonardo. But Dad, I wanted to be just like you, exclaimed Samuel. And then of course CJ. But that is part of my job, not a comic book fantasy. And you're too young to be an agent. I told you that time and time again. When will when will I be old en- well, when will I be old enough to kick some criminal butt? You better watch your mouth, son. And I mean it. And as you can see a close up on Leonardo there. And this little talk. When I drew that, I actually thought about when Mufasa was talking to Simba after the elephant graveyard scene there. Simba!
Now the background of his room reminds me of a test pad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But the colors are arranged differently.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, boy. A test. Oh, what's up?
Imagine somebody's room was painted like an actual test pattern. Just somebody's room. Like an actual test pattern.
I guess maybe I would imagine somebody that works at a TV station, perhaps.
Yeah, they want to get a feel of a test pattern.
Yep. Might have different parts of their house painted like different parts of the TV.
So,
Beep! or that little warning sign. Oh! All right, so now we got, let's see, CJ acting like Miss Nesbit after she died and saw the multiverse. Then Freddy tells her to snap out of it. Oh, CJ. Okay, I was thinking somebody else. But okay, CJ. The mother Freddy. I think Freddy. I think which one that was in Descendants there. I forgot which one that was. Freddy. I know Carlos, Jane. I mean not Jane, Audrey. I mean, but from the you talking about this? Okay, now I don't know. I was thinking from the movie there. I don't really know about Fred, but I could give you Carlos. I'm telling her to snap out of it there. Yeah, but I hadn't seen cartoon. I know about the cartoon, but I hadn't seen it there. Yeah. Okay. But no buts. Now your mom will be back from her trip tomorrow afternoon. Once you get home from school, I want you to come straight home from school and stay in her sight until I get home from work to discuss your punishment. Good night, son. Good night, Dad, said Samuel in disappointment. And the next day at Samuel's school, the Shreve City Elementary, Samuel sat in his desk daydreaming. And started thinking to himself as he daydreamed, being a real superhero would sound so cool. Snap out of it! Oh, no.
Ash as the Red Ranger, Brock as the Black Ranger, and Misty as the Yellow.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Ash is red, Brock is black, Misty is yellow. We're missing is blue and pink.
Maybe Team Rock could fill in the two.
One condition, if the writers would think after Kanto, Orange Island, and Johto League, why would Jesse and James not at some point amongst those regions decide to let's just quit Team Rocket and join up with Ash, Misty, and Brock. And hear me out on this. This would work because if they wrote it correctly, this could work because when they reach the Hoenn region, you're dealing with Team Aqua and Team Magma. You would have more focus on them because Jesse and James would be traveling around with Ash, Misty, and Brock. You know, 5 of them, or Ash, May, Max, and Brock. Or better yet, since Misty and Brock went their separate ways, why not it be Ash, Jesse, and James? Have something new, and then May and Max joined up with them. That kind of mixed up a little bit. He has some new characters. I mean, he does that anyway in the other seasons. So, yep. And with that in tow, they could have more focus on each of the villains of each region instead of trying to shoehorn in Jesse and James every time. Oh, most of the time, the recent seasons from Team Rocket and now just doing it. Exactly. That's exactly my point. But like as I was telling a friend of mine at work about that. He said, "Hey, that's the way it works. If it ain't broke, they don't fix it." Well, that's the problem. They too blind to see that it's kind of starting to. It may not be breaking, but it's wearing. It's wearing like the rust on them street light poles I pass by every morning. Yep. Okay. Okay, that'd be so cool. All right, so Ash first. Okay. Then, as he continued ranting in his mind, the images of what he was saying started flashing in his head, and he began to draw the images in his sketch pad. He didn't know it yet, but the drawing turned out to be exactly like Project Starman, only he drew a cape instead of a pack on his back. After that, just as Samuel was finishing the drawing, Miss Fillmore walked by and snatched it off his desk and looked at it. And then Misty, "Well, well, well, Mr. Princeton," said Miss Fillmore, "this doesn't look like your math homework." The class laughed a little as Samuel responded, "Oh, my math homework? Well, you see, Let me guess," interrupted Miss Fillmore. "You were too busy fighting crime as a superhero." "More like a super zero," said Bruno, laughing. "Shut up," shouted Samuel at him. And then Brock, let me see, Brock was. "Well, what you gonna do about it?" said Bruno. "Use your super zero powers on me?" Then Bruno and the rest of the class laughed as he got up out of his seat, putting a paper bag over his head and saying in an annoying way, "Look at me, I'm a super zero! I'm a super zero!" And the class continued laughing, causing Samuel to get really ticked and tackled Bruno. Then Miss Fillmore took out her whistle and blew it loudly until everyone got quiet, looked at her and she said, "Now, Samuel, this is the 3rd time in a row that you've been late with your homework because of this superhero nonsense. In addition to today's homework, your missing assignment from last night, I want you to write a 200-word essay on the importance of doing your homework. And I want it all by tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go cook up some of my best donuts. These jelly-filled donuts are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut, even though they don't look nothing like donuts at all." Yeah, Brock. Brock. Where exactly did you get those donuts? Did you get them at Krispy Kreme or Southern Made?
They look sort of fancy, right?
Yes, do tell us about those donuts.
And what do they taste like? Are they sweet?
Probably not if they're rice balls. Well, I guess chocolate rice balls would, but they do have that.
It said apparently the creator of Pokemon based Jesse off of his abusive ex-girlfriend. No joke.
Whoa. That's something I never thought about there.
Yeah.
Okay, say. Oh, okay, I'm looking back up at it. And gives CJ and wedgies before tying him up with a rope. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So Miles giving wedgies to CJ and Carlos.
Ooh, that's pain.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I guess I gotta read how they sound with the wedgies. So the bell rang, and class was dismissed. And some of the kids were making fun of Samuel as they passed him going out of the classroom. And eventually, Samuel walked down the hallway and saw another kid, running with three bullies chasing him. I guess, ow! I said Samuel, but he was about. He said, but wait, I don't have to use my costume. I have to make myself. And then Samuel ran after the bullies at full speed. Once he caught up with them, saw them begging. I began they were chasing it. Then they were about to punch him. Samuel charged at them and jumped up into the high kick. High kick jumped with the bully, dropped the other kid. Now stop it! Oh boy. I'm only, well, that image in my head is hurting me. As Mike Epps say when he's in Roscoe Jenkins, when he saw Martin Lawrence trying to climb up on this pole or log or something, and he accidentally slipped and the thing hit him between the legs. Ow. Oh, I felt that in my stomach. And this,
I was about to read the suggest is a professor of soil.
Oh, okay. Okay, got that. And then she mentioned about them getting rescued by Ben. Of course, Ben would come to the rescue. As you can see, that's the kick, Samuel kicking there, and just to clarify, that's not blood. That's an action indicator on the head. I should have made that yellow instead of red because coloring it red kind of makes it look as if it's blood or something, but it's not blood though. Yeah. So that was a bad decision in my color choice there. Oh boy. Okay, so Professor Oak as Zordon. Excuse me. I don't you guys know that don't you guys know that bullying is overrated? Says Samuel. But not as overrated as it will be when we kick your butt, said one of the bullies. 3-on-1, said Samuel. Well, I face worse. Bring it on. Then Samuel and the bullies went at it until they saw the principal arrive. And now we go into chapter 4, a new friend. Samuel and the kid he rescued sat outside the principal's office while he talked to the bullies inside of his office. Hey man, I really do appreciate you helping me out back there, said the kid. No problem, said Samuel, but you didn't have to come in here with me. Oh my dear, Tracy, Rita has escaped. Or better yet, Tracy, Giovanni's escaped. Recruit a team of children with attitude. Go, Pokemon trainers. Something like that there. And I guess the Pokemon will form the Megazords and stuff. Oh boy. Also, since I did Professor Oak, I gotta do this joke. Why, hello there. Are you a boy or a girl? I can never tell. I'm a boy.
And you look confused.
Yeah. In case you're wondering where that joke came from, look up. I think it, and I don't know how it's spelled, but look up Suede, Juwario, and Link Tara's review of the Pokemon movies that they did together, and Juwario will show you where that joke came from. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Go Pokemon Rangers. Funny, I think YouTube did something. I think somebody did that on YouTube.
Then they have CJ Pro, Go VK Ranger.
Oh. Well, since you mentioned about CJ wanting to be like a hero when he says, "Well, I don't want to be evil no more," yeah, I could definitely see that there.
Warrior was a demon.
Okay. Yeah, I know that, and I know there was some stuff. There was some stuff that he got involved in that wasn't really all that pretty. That I actually heard the reports on it, but still, still the death and everything. That's still, yeah, it's still tragic though. Despite that,
It was sort of like unintentional.
Right, and yeah, Suede and Linkar were pretty broken up about that there. Apparently, they're the only ones that I know of. I mean, some of the others might have mentioned it, but those are the first two I know, the only two I knew about that, grieved over when that happened there. But they was about to do their review the fourth Pokemon movie, and they had a notice at the beginning of the video, like, I don't know how we're going to continue this, Yep.
And I haven't seen them review any more Pokemon movies since. After that tragedy happened.
Yes, must have been a pretty. I know that had to be a pretty big effect on them.
I guess they try to respect the tradition since he's no longer on his own. And just move on to other things.
Pretty much there. This is CJ and Carlos escape Miles and Wendy, though. Okay, so. Well, the only. Oh, thank God. Only reason I'm here is because you saved me. And I figured it was the least I could do. I'm Brian Robinson. Samuel Princeton. Nice to meet you. Same here. So how come those guys were after you? And just in case I didn't mention it earlier, this fourth chapter, a new friend. You see here's Samuel meeting Brian there. See? Well, and then CJ. Well, they threatened me to make them a really good science project for our group assignment. What did you build? Brian had took out the blueprint out of his backpack and showed it to Samuel, saying, "It's a capture ring. I built it using experiment from my parents' lab, such as anti-gravitational electrons that allow longer air velocity after being thrown, titanium armor calculated to have a 90.8 durability, thermal sensors to endure hyperlock, to allow a hyperlock mechanism to render its target incapable of mobility, and some defibrillator like electrons to render hypershock waves to the target once it's rendered useless of its mobility. However, I didn't put those electrons in because it was only used for our science project." And I just made Tinkerbell really sound like a tech nerd right now with all those big words. And I actually had to look up. I actually looked up every one of these words when I was writing this part to make sure I was using them right. Yeah, so I could really give that Billy sound from the Power Rangers. Affirmative. More phenomenal. Oh boy. All right. So Batman, Superman. I'm going to. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Uncle Scrooge. since I've been watching DuckTales. Samuel looked at Brian, confused, saying, "Come again?" In layman terms, it can capture things or people that you throw at that. Oh, so what happened? Well, or should I say, I finished building it. I brought it to the guys, and once as we arrived in class, I had to go to the bathroom really badly because I drank too much milk during the morning at breakfast. So when I came back, the guys were trying to get it to work and ended up breaking it. 3 days of hard work was ruined in 3 minutes. The teacher let us slide with a C minus, but the guys weren't as merciful as the teachers. It was just terrible and awful, I might say. Oh yeah. And and also for those of you who hadn't seen this clip yet, hey, a sea monster ate my ice cream. A sea monster ate my ice cream. A sea monster ate my ice cream. Ate my ice cream. Oh boy. So Harriet, big sister, trying to tell CJ how. Call, and then Zach wants Mickey Mouse calling dishonor you for calling Beauty and the Beast trying so hard to be like the original. Oh my! So Mickey Mouse is gonna. We're gonna have Harriet, Tink's sister, and an angry Mickey Mouse. Oh lord! It's boy boy. Okay, okay, that's right, Mean Girl. Which is why, which is why they were chasing you down the halls today. Pretty much. Well, hopefully after getting their butt kicked, they'll leave you alone. Well, yeah, well, what if they come after you? If they do, I got a friend who'll teach them a better lesson. Who's that? Star Striker. He'll straighten them out big time, for he strikes like a star. Is that a new television superhero or something? Now he's a real superhero. I thought superheroes weren't real. So, you see now, Tink. This how you were born is that, mommy, she met Hook, and the two of them got together, they got a room together, went into the bedroom, and then they said, "Oh, bull crap! Shut up, sis!" Oh boy. So and now Mickey Mouse is upset. Well, I would imagine after hearing that, I guess Mickey Mouse and probably Donald and Goofy would be upset as well too. Matter of fact, we just saw Donald upset at the Beagle Boys.
Now the way he sound when he fought when he attacked the Beagle Boys remind me of an angry cat.
Oh boy. All right, so an angry Mickey Mouse. Surprise! I think Sexy Elmo should have came before the angry. Okay, let's do the Sexy Elmo because I think that would make Mickey madder. That would make Mickey a lot more upset. Well, this one is. How do you know him? I was out riding my bike last night by Shreve National Bank. Your parents actually let you ride your bike here every night? Yes, they do. Samuel Pons. Noticing Brian? Looking at him a certain way? Okay. I snuck out when they were asleep to have some nighttime fun. Now, he's referring to going out and being a superhero. But sexy Elmo, having nighttime fun, is wanting you bad. Eh, don't you think Elmo is sexy, baby?
No.
Elmo said, feel sorry for me and come comfort me, please. I'm sexy. You know what's sexy? You know what just came to my mind with sexy Elmo. I don't. Well, no, Claire probably doesn't know this. Zach, you might know about this. DB's Dragon Ball Z, Majin Buu. There was a scene where he was attacking the town, and everything. Referring to the Chubby Boo. He comes up to this lady in the midst of all this destruction, and the lady is like terrified and everything. And there we go. The lady is terrified, and Boo looks at this magazine. She's like, oh, do you think Boo is sexy? And the lady's like, yeah, I think you're very, very sexy. Ooh, they give Boo smooch. She screams. So then he looks at the magazine. Oh, so Earth girls like their guys handsome like this. Well, he wipes his face and then he makes his face look like the guy in the magazine. Just picture Majin Buu making himself look like Ryan Reynolds. Baby. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, so now all this has angered Mickey, and now he's about to declare dishonor. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Well, I am a daring type. Anyway, while I was passing by the Shree National Bank on my bike, some robbers came out. They must have thought I would tell the police on them, because when they spotted me, they chased me down the street. I would have gotten away, but my bike chased after the park. I stopped in time. However, due to the stop, the robbers caught up with me and surrounded me. Then, just when it seemed like it was the end, out of the blue came Star Striker, raced into action and kicked the robber's butt, and he fixed my bike and got me home safe and sound. Sounds like a real hero. If he's not tough, he should be tough enough to handle some bullies. And dishonor on you, Zach, for telling me that my live-action Beauty and the Beast was trying. That was a masterpiece. Dishonor on you, Zach, and dishonor on you, sexy Elmo. Dishonor, honor, and dishonor on all of y'all thinking that my masterpiece is a horrible work of art when I worked so dang hard. Oh! Like you feel better? Oh, shut up, Goofy. You know you got a dark side too. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Oh boy. Okay, we'll do one more chapter so we can get Claire's Audrey meeting sexy Elmo. All right, last chapter for the night. Facing the bullies. The next day during breakfast time, the bullies, whose names were House, Yee, and Monty, sat at their table in the school cafeteria, glancing at Samuel and Brian sitting at the table afar. They were infuriated with the two, and they were mad at Brian for the C- they received on their lab assignment, and they were mad at Samuel for getting the jump on them in the hallway. Gee, Monty started House. We've got to teach those two a lesson ever so much. A lesson of what happens to those who cross the. Oh, I can't stop, please. I can't. Elmo is pure. You know, oh boy. And let's see. Mal Mal giving dishonor on Brownie for not getting invited to Scooby Doo month. That will be coming. But here's a sneak preview of that. Oh boy. I say we beat him down, said Monty, smacking his fists together. Monty and House got up and started to head toward Samuel and Brian. But Guy quickly pulled them back, saying, "Wait a minute, guys. We need a plan that'll work and not us get caught like the last time." Okay, well then we'll create a food fight, said House. "How would a food fight keep us from getting caught?" asked Guy. "And you know what, Brownie? I'm really upset with you. You done started this Scooby Month. I'm sitting here mourning, crying about my daddy. I can't even see my daddy. You made me feel it, and now you won't even invite me to Scooby Month. Dishonor, Brownie. Dishonor. Dishonor. Dishonor on you. And dishonor on King Gabe, too. And dishonor on you." Oh. Ooh, that's gonna be coming soon in Scooby Month. All right. Well, and we will see you later, Claire. Sure to catch the remainder of this chapter on the replay. Oh, okay. Got one more. Okay. Final suggested Uma and Harry make. Okay, we're good. Okay.
Uma and Harry making that.
All right. Well, we will close her out with this, and I'll come back to Zach. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. How? Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll create a food fight. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it have to be like we're making out there.
Oh, how would a food fight help keep us from getting caught? Asked she. How? Repeated House. Simple. Once we start it and get everyone here into doing it, we'll be able to sneak a surprise beat down on those two and escape before the teachers arrive. Great plan, man, said Monty. I have a better idea, said Guy. Why not simply get them alone at a place like the boys' bathroom? Ooh, how daring. Wouldn't they get suspicious of us trying to get them to go there? Asked Monty. Guy then took out some firecracker hot sauce packets and two turkey sandwiches out of his backpack and said, my dad said this hot sauce is so spicy. That would take a gallon of water to cool you off after eating it. That's good to know. But how will that help us trap those geeks in the bathroom for their beat then? Asked House. Here's the plan, started Guy. We'll give these sandwiches with the hot sauce in it as a peace offering. Then, once the hot sauce gets to them, they'll drink a whole lot of water from the water fountain like crazy. And eventually, they have to go to the boys' bathroom, where we'll be waiting for them. I get it now, said House. All right, Guy, do your thing.
And as you can see, these are the bullies right here, sucking out their blood. Oh, you read that so well. I know how your voice is when you read. Wow. And then Guy put the hot sauce on the sandwiches. He went to Samuel and Bryant with them in his hands. Hello, buddies, he said once he arrived. And Samuels and Brian looked up and Guy in shock and suspicious as he continued. Don't worry, I'm not here to cause you any trouble. Just here to tell you that the boys and I were sorry about yesterday, and we decided to give you a peace offering. And then he set the sandwiches down in front of them, walked off, and said the house of Monty, all set. Oh yes, it's all set now. And that will close out our star Claire as well. We will definitely see you they took that. And then Zach. Zach his final suggestion is the Monster Scrappy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, oh boy. Oh, him giving dishonor on Monster Scrappy. Okay. Okay. Okay, since I heard that video of his vlog, try to do my I'll try my best to do your voice there. I'll try my best. Sort of got a Michael Jackson vibe when I heard you talking there. Just wait until they get a taste of that sauce, said Monty as they all laughed. Then Samuel walked up to the trio with 6 mini sandwiches, saying, "Hey guys, I felt in order to complete this peace offering that we should do the same with you guys." And then Samuel set the sandwich in front of them and walked off. "That little geek has no idea what's in his sandwich," said Monty, taking the sandwich. And then House and Gee took a sandwich and looked inside them, realizing that Samuel had turned the tables on them and given them back the sandwiches that they had given them. And they shouted at Monty, "Monty, don't eat that! And dishonor on you, Scrappy! Monster Scrappy! I mean, what the heck? Why was Scrappy the bad guy? Are you serious? Dishonor on you, Monster Scrappy!" "Oh, you want to declare dishonor on me? You think I care about your dishonor? Come on, Zachary, bring it on. I'll bring it with a puppy power. I'll rock 'em, and I'll suck 'em, and I'll pull." And then Zach, I would imagine you just, ow. Oh boy. Okay, and then this is the picture of after one of them ate the sandwich, and now they're breathing fire. Well, the fire is of hell. And so you did that with no script, huh? That's pretty impressive there. I know my first one, I tried that too, but I rambled a long time on Spider-Man.
Sure.
Yeah, you're not gonna find that video there, but yeah, it was a really long ramble, and I think Bobsheaux did see that video before it was taken down. He was like, "Scripts are your friend." Oh yeah. All right. So now, since I did Scrooge McDuck earlier, oh boy, I got Large Bad McQuack. It was too. It was. It was too late. Monty was already eating it, and then he quickly ran to the nearest water fountain, drinking the water like crazy from eating that spicy sandwich. "New plan," said House, angrily getting up. "Let's pound them right here and now." Then he noticed that Samuel and Brian were gone, so they ran out through the exit doors down the hall. "Brian, go hide in the boys' room, and I'll get Star Striker," said Samuel. "Wait, how are you going to find him?" asked Brian. I'll call him from the phone in the principal's office," replied Samuel. "Okay," said Brian, as he went into the boys' room, hiding behind one of the stalls, placing his feet up where no one could see him. Yeah, you know that typical hiding in the bathroom stall where they be posed up and I can't do it here, but their feet be up here. So that way, if somebody looks down there, they don't see nobody. One of the teachers on Joke on Lean On Me with Morgan Freeman as Joe Clark did that. Oh boy. And also Samuel states he's gonna call Star Striker from the phone in the principal's office. Okay. So let me get this straight, Samuel. You're gonna go in the principal's office. Well, it's clear that he's Star Striker. But let's just say if he wasn't. He's gonna go in the principal's office and like, "Excuse me, Mr. Principal. Can we help you, Samuel? I need to call Star Striker to help my friend Brian." "Who?" I need to call Star Striker. Kid, what are you... kid, we have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, that's how that would go in real life there. But this is a fictional book, so... Yeah. Like when Carl said about magic, that need to be explained. All right, got any hero?
How about Captain America?
Oh, so you ready for Captain? Avengers. Moments later, House and Guy came in looking around. Just as they were about to open the door where Brian was, they were hit by some Lego blocks that were built together as stars. Hold it, bullies, said a heroic voice. Then Guy and House look where the voice came from. And the voice came from Star Striker, who had his toy sword up and ready to fight. House and Guy saw him and fell upon the floor laughing. Looks like Halloween came early this year. That early this year, and Guy said, still laughing. Avengers, assemble. Okay, guys. Before we stop, I need to ask y'all. Does anybody want to leave the elevator right now? Well, I guess if that's a no, then I'm gonna whoop all your butts. And next, I will run out of here. You will try to catch me, but you'll fail. And then you'll send the plane after me, and I'll jump up and sabotage the plane with my bare hands and shield. Because I'm Captain America. Oh boy. Oh, appreciate that. Oh boy. 2017, the year I started comics. And when Spider-Man Homecoming came out. Okay, so so we did Captain America. Now I am going to go back with DuckTales doing do we do when there's W called DEW. Do we do? Now hit me with a saxophone, Mr. Bradford. The one who also voiced Sonic. That is such a lame costume, said House, also still laughing. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sword us to death? Making the word sword sound like bored, you know? Then, as they continued laughing, Star put his sword in the holder, took out his rope, and lassoed them together, saying, actually, I was thinking of taking you guys for a swing. And he swung House and Guy into the wall on the other side of the bathroom. Wow, said Brian after coming out of his hiding spot and seeing what happened. You must be Star Striker. Yes, I am, said Brian. Yes, I am, Brian, said Star. Samuel told me what was going on, and I came here to save you. Oh boy. And I got one of my leftover voice suggestions from last time. Michael Cowell as a Barney knockoff. Those if you ever watch My Wife and Kids, Michael Cowell, there was an episode where Michael asked his kids what their vision of the perfect dad would be like. Katie's vision was Michael Cowell in a knockoff Barney suit, which was blue, and always having him sing and dance, and always happy. But it went bad when he said that might not be good all the time. So here we go. As they and they continued laughing. Oh, that's right. Okay. Somebody pinch me, said Brian. You must be dreaming. Well, how about we pinch you both? Oh, said House getting up. Well, then I knock you into dreamland permanently, said Guy. Also getting up. No thanks, said Star, throwing a boomerang at them. House caught it and saying, what goes around comes around. And then he went back at Star Striker. Hey, Brian, stay down, ordered Star. and the And of course, when he was the part that scared Katie in that was when he said, she's like, I scraped my knee. Oh, well, you need to sing and dance. When you scrape your knee, just dance with me. No, I need Neosporin. No, you just need to sing. Stop it, you're obnoxious. Oh, you think I'm obnoxious, huh? Oh, me, oh my, I wonder where they go. Ooh, that was an example of Barney gone bad. Okay, so the final suggestion: Pooh Bear as a drill sergeant. Oh, bother. Well, I suppose I could try to get into that kind of character. I sure hope I do a good job. Oh dear, if only I had some honey. Once Brian ducked, Star ran towards the boomerang with his sword, jumped over it in time, and gave House and Gay an aerial sword slash across their heads and landed behind them with hitting them in the face with the boomerang. And once again, Star Striker saves the day, said Star. That was so cool, said Brian. All in a day's work for a superhero, said Star, approaching Brian with the two shook hands. And that right there is them shaking hands, and that's the conclusion of what we're reading for tonight. Say, attention! Well, I don't really take the orders too well because my depression really prevents me from doing much there. Why bother? Oh boy, so that's it for tonight there. And chances are there will be a bonus stream tomorrow. Same time, same stream time, same stream channel. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we will be here tomorrow night. Yep. And we'll see you and we will see y'all then. Make sure y'all check out the Scooby Doo reaction that just got put up yesterday, as well as the interview with Claire. So,
all right, good night, everybody.
See you later.
Oh, bye, King.